Good morning, and what a morning it is. There's some clouds in the sky, but the sun is shining, the birds are tweeting, the park dudes are cleaning, everything's going great. There's a little festival happening at the moment at the skate park, so not at the skate park, but at the park. So there's a bunch of like stalls and stuff going on. I guess it's part of the whole French Independence Day thing, which happened a couple of days ago. Maybe last week, actually. Yeah, last Sunday, I think. Anyway, yeah, I'm here at the skate park again at Léo Lagrange in Reims. It is 7:20. I'm a little bit later than usual. I've had a 20-minute warm-up, maybe 15. But yeah, I had hurt my stomach, and doing jumps and crunches and all the, like, basically when you uncompress from a jump to go up, that was really pulling on that muscle and hurting quite a lot. So I was taking a break. I did some skating on I've got some Next 125s, which you saw in maybe video 4 when I was skating down the canal, maybe video 3, which I wanted to practice on because they've got a really long wheelbase. So I wanted to see if I could do like proper forwards and backwards crossovers without, accidentally bashing one skate into the other because they're so long. And yeah, that turned out pretty well. Backward skating actually really trivial. I was going up and down my street. There's a load of manhole covers on there, and the 125 wheels are really big. They make it really trivial, even if you don't notice that the manhole's there. You don't have to prepare or bend your legs or anything. They just roll straight over it without any problems. So yeah, I'm really happy with the 125s. Although I'd really like to try out the Wizard 4x100 wheels and frames. NR Natural Rocker, yeah, NR 100s. Yeah, I'd like to try those out. I think they've got about the same wheelbase as my tri-skates, but they're a lot lower to the ground. So really stable, but not really stable sort of in forwards and backwards. The good thing about the tri-skates is because the toe's pointing so far forwards, when you jump and you push off your toes, you've actually got a much better lever to push off. You can get a pretty decent amount of height just from sort of, springing up on your toes without too much like squat and thrust. So they're cool. Yeah, I'd like to try those. But yeah, the edges, because you're so high off the ground with the big wheels, it's you've got to be a lot more finesse when you're working with the edges, and I think there'd be a lot more forgiving if I could get that same wheelbase but lower to the ground. So the 4x100s sound pretty good. They're pretty expensive though. I know K2 do the R100s, which are supposed to be like the poor man's answer to the Wizard frames, which I think the K2s are about 100 euros, maybe less than 100 euros, maybe 90 euros. And the Wizard frames, I don't think I've seen them in euros, but they're about $450, something like that. So a bit of a price difference, but as far as I've heard as well, there's also like a quality difference. So maybe I'll get the K2s to try out what it's all about, and then get the Wizards if I really feel like it later. Because I've seen people do a lot of cool stuff at the skate parks, and I've seen they're really good for flat landing as well. When there are no obstacles and you're just like doing little spins and manuals and that kind of thing. When there's nothing to jump onto and off of. Okay, right. So yes, I'm here at the skate park. I'm feeling much better. My stomach's all better. I think I'm going to practice the 360s today. Practice the 360s, and maybe towards the end of the session I'll do some more dropping into the bowl, which I did 10 of a couple of videos ago, but I haven't done any since because my stomach's been hurting and I didn't want to, make it any worse with a fall. So I'm feeling all better now, and it's time to get back to it. I feel a lot less apprehensive about it now, having that in the back of my mind, knowing that I can get 6 out of 10 correct when doing that. So it's only going to get better from here. Right, let's get to it. Okay, cool. So I'm going to be attempting to learn the 360 now that I've got my stomach muscle feeling better. I need to remember to do it in both directions. I don't know why, but I've been getting dizzier, like with the spinning, quicker than I feel like I used to in my life. It could just be that I don't do very much spinning these days, whereas a kid or in younger life, spinning seemed like a lot of fun. So yes, I will be practicing the 360, but be prepared for plenty of crashes, because I tried a couple in my bedroom and I've tried some on the grass, and they're not going super well so far. I can get all the way round when I've got my shoes on or when I've got my skates on the grass, but yeah, still not there yet, and I need to practice. And I need to figure it out. So step one is to do it with the arms. So I would squat down and jump up as high as I can, and I'd use my arms for momentum. And then once I've got that down, step two is to do it without a wind up. So my arms are like here, and I just tuck them in like this. Whereas in step one, I'm doing it right around here to get that wind up. So as I get better, and I'm better at getting spin from my foot, I need to use my arms less. So I can use my arms for getting height and for tucking in to make the spin faster. And then after that, step three is to get the most of my spin and power and rotation from pushing on my feet and having that drive up into my hips to turn me around. So to start off with, we're just going to try and jump up and use our arms to spin. Let's try some jump ups to start with. It's not very high. I don't feel. Maybe I should go on the grass first, who knows. Well, I'll do a couple. Sort of came off the axis there. Feel like I wasn't really looking with my head where I needed to go, but and landed about what, 350, something like that. Not 350, 300. Okay. Feet too far apart. I need to bring them together to maintain and tighten up my arms as well to get the rotation a little bit faster. Well, I clicked my feet together that time. That was good, but I think that they were too close together when I came to the landing. So it's really difficult to figure out when to bring them together and when to bring them apart for stability when I'm landing. I mean, that was the best so far. I was focusing on my head, I was focusing on jumping height, and I was focusing on tucking my arms really tight. That went well. I think I just need to practice that a little bit more. So, I'm always sort of falling down over here, aren't I? That's further than 180 and I'm not even trying. Oh, that was good. That was a 360. And that wasn't like all this crouching and nonsense, was it? That's the kind of leap you need, really pushing in with the toes. Oh, because I've just got a better axis there, haven't I? All this extra power and stuff is like, it's throwing me off, I think. Swallowed a bug. Water break. Ooh, I'm okay. Yeah, maybe I even need to land a little bit on the edges as I come down so I can control it. Maybe I should put my wrist guards on. Okay, I'm going to switch to wrist guards. And the only bit that's free, the fingers, I guess that it's nice that they're free, but they're also like vulnerable to abrasion on the ground. I mean, just look at my gloves. Especially the middle fingers are really worn away from getting all messed up. Okay. That was good edging to finish it off. Guess if I was going along, well, I'd probably just go into a hedge. Oh, that was good. That was good support. Yeah, the last few falls have been like, oh, my wrist, ow. Really like bending it back, but that was like, whatever. No problem. Cool, yeah. They got their place, and now they've got their first graze. Okay, right. Oh, nice little line drawn on the ground there. So that last like 4 have gone really badly, like really off balance, and I can't figure out why. Or maybe I can't figure out why the previous ones worked. I'm just going to try and do a little 180 again. I'm really glad I changed to the wrist guards now. But maybe they're like messing with my balance somehow. Or I'm dizzy. Am I dizzy? I don't think so. I don't think so. Can't even do a 180 though, so what's that about? Yeah, see that? My feet. Like the 3 times I've just tried to do 180, my feet have gone out from under me. What's going on there? What's going on? I was getting ready to start to count to 100. With these 360s, and now I can't even do a 180. Yeah. Maybe it was turning my head, looking the wrong way. Maybe it's just, yeah, poor balance. there's a bunch of doggies over there. I see 4. I'm going to stamp down harder. Oh, that was good. I was leading with my head there. Sean from Shop Task, who's the guy whose tutorial on 360s I've most recently watched, says always, when you're making corrections to your body, always start with the head. And you'll probably notice a lot of the time when I fall over is because I'm not looking where I'm going, or I'm looking down where I'm going instead of, and that's like turning my axis to where my head is when I should be looking this way to keep my axis nice and straight. No problem. Falling over 6 times in a row, no idea why. Huh. So I'm going to try and focus this time on leaving the ground as my shoulders get to about 90 degrees when I'm opening out. That wasn't a very good one. Felt this sort of pull in my back. That was better, but it felt like an unstable landing. I'm actually surprised that my feet didn't leave and they just stomped down. Almost there. Going along because my foot's landing like this. It's not there yet, is it? I'm turning left again. It feels more natural to start going left, but I seem to have more success going right. Ooh, that was going to be a good one. Got a really good twist on my head, but I started looking down. That was almost there. Yeah, I'm getting to about 300 again. But yeah, I need to be able to land at least 10 in a row before I try anything else. And so far, I think I've probably tried it about 20 times, maybe a little bit more, 25, something like that. I think I've been happy with 3, so really not there yet. Really need to keep going. Let's try and go back and forward, like to the right and then to the left. It's getting sunny. Let's reach the trees now. That felt good. And I think my front foot was facing kind of the right way, and the back one sort of swept round, which was okay. I ended up facing the way I wanted to again. Okay, other way. Ooh. That was a good one. Okay, other way. Yeah, I'll do one direction until I either get dizzy or get it right, and then I'll do the other way. That was pretty good. I mean, I'm landing it, but that's really landing it, is it? If you're right over on your edge, I mean, yeah, I guess, I don't know if it can count. Oh boy, the sun. Could be worse. That was nice, that was all the way around. Oh boy. Foot's still kind of landing over here. It's probably enough that I can control it, and if I'm on the heel, I can get it back where I need it. Where I landed. Although I've heard that it's harder to do a 360 standing still than it is to do it while rolling. The way that I'm landing when I'm turning right when I'm on my edges is actually it's kind of how I would need to do it if I failed my 360 and only came to here. I'd need to be on the edges to swing them round. Oh. Yeah, this stuff takes work and time. Sweat. Boy. But when I get them, I'm going to be pretty happy, and I want to be able to do them going backwards as well. Although I have no idea how I would do that. Presumably, it's a high enough jump so I can turn forwards and then bang my hips down, bang those hips down, bang them around. So I like jump up to this way and then to get it going backwards. I think going forwards is more tricky. Okay. That was nice. That was okay. Going to the left, still not as fluent as going to the right, which is weird, because I would have expected with the right foot forwards, I can generate, even pushing off the right foot, even if they're parallel, even if they're parallel, I suppose. Pushing off the right foot would give me more spin. But it's actually going right that is working better. Pushing off the left foot, maybe. I guess I need to figure out whether I'm actually pushing off the right foot when I do that. I don't know how I'm doing for numbers, but it's a lot of effort, and I expect my numbers are still quite low, like around the 30s or 40s. In attempts, not even successful attempts. But I definitely feel like I'm making progress, and I'm going to come out tomorrow and do more. Although I expect my, whole core, the twisting thing is going to be aching in the morning. 8 o'clock. I was leaning too far to the side then. I almost kind of jumped into my shoulder, which didn't give me a lot of balance at the end. That was pretty nice, except my head wasn't looking where I needed it to look. More height that time, but strained my back more. I don't know what that's about. That was the thing I learned in the last video. Still fun, but still kind of a bit kind of stompy and noisy, if you know what I mean. A bit kind of, yeah, I'm gliding, I'm graceful, I'm beautiful, I'm aggressive. Yeah, I don't know if I like it yet, or if there's some better way to get out of that that move. More spinny way, less jumpy, smashy. These wrist guards are getting a great workout today. I'm super happy with them. You know, still annoyed that I have to wear them, but yeah, happy with them. Left the ground too early, maybe? Maybe I need to do more of a wind-up since I'm still in the, you know, learning stages. I mean, a couple of times I get it right. Do I really want to add a wind-up that I don't necessarily need? That was beautiful. That felt really good. Oh boy, that was on the hip. Oh Lord. Yeah, still a bit off axis, aren't I? It's like I'm coming round at kind of this angle, and I do get my feet down and make it, but it's not a 360. It's not what I want, which is what I had maybe 2 or 3 tries ago when I just went hup, pow. Anyway, pressing to the left, getting a bit dizzy to the right. Alright, well, I'm super hot and I'm not particularly tired, I'm just getting really uncomfortable. So I'm going to call it a day, go get a shower, have some breakfast. And I might do some more in the road tonight. I won't film that, but I will probably practice. And then, yeah, I'll just be back at it tomorrow. I feel like I'm getting close. A few more sessions. It's a bit like the bowl stuff, where it's quite a high energy, dynamic move that's going really fast, and it's really difficult, unlike the compass, it's really difficult to analyse it slowly. Okay, right, well, thanks for watching, and I'll catch you next time.